like Avengers level fucking heroes.
Yeah, but of course she's still going to be all weirded out because with Luke Cage, and Luke Cage has banged Misty Knight, was about to bang Claire Temple, and then when Jessica Jones comes back in the picture,
Lucky
it's going to be
bitch.
weird. I mean, who wouldn't say no to Mike Coulter?
I was referring to Mike Coulter, yes, as being lucky for Misty Knight and
almost Claire Temple. I'm just saying, like, no one's going to say no to that guy. He's super hot.
Yes, Mike Coulter is an attractive man.
Hey, you get to go off all the time about how hot somebody is. Every other episode, you're saying, like, she's so hot. And I want to
she
bang
is, man.
her.
I will say this about Iron Fist, man. It is a smoke show of hotties.
Or like Colleen and Joy and Claire.
And even J Money.
Carrie-Anne Moss.
Carrie-Anne Moss is a sexy woman, man.
Trinity can get it.
But yeah, I mean, it's a proverbial smoke show of women in that show. There's no one ugly in any of those shows.
I don't think there's really anybody in any show.
Even the redhead from True Blood that's in
Deborah Ann Wall. And her name was dropped in Iron Fist as well.
Where?
After the whole thing with the drug pricing, he said Karen Page at the Tribune seemed to find it interesting.
No kidding.
Yep. This whole TV show, this whole season is
it was
nothing,
a tickle on the
nothing
underside.
but Easter eggs.
It was a tickle on the underside. That's all it was.
They did a little cradling with the tickling.
And tickle and cradle, and then a little heavy breathing. And then just right before, they said, "Nope, I'm done." Sons of bitches, man. Lots of that.
And now I just can't wait for Defenders. I just want to see it so bad.
So what are your major issues with Iron Fist? Do you have any major issues with Iron Fist?
Plot. I mean, honestly, overall, the whole thing seemed very, just kind of choppy and not
the fight edits were weird because
edits were terrible.
They would fight, and then all of a sudden it would be a close up of Finn.
Danny, yeah,
his head, and you would see him like throw a punch or something, and then they would cut back to the wide shot. You're like, what are you guys doing with these edit cuts?
They need to take.
That's why I said RZA should just.
They need to take a page out of Daredevil because the fight scenes in Daredevil are sweet. Like the best fight scene. Good. One of my top 5 favorite fight scenes.
Season 1 hallway.
Yes, the season 1 hallway. Yes. Oh.
The season 1 hallway is raw, man. That's exactly what I thought of whenever you said that.
Yes, the season 1 hallway. Like, that's what Iron Fist should have been, and it wasn't. It was just kind of disappointing. And
they bubblegummed it a little bit.
A little bit. Was not as violent, which, that's not necessarily
I could show my kid this. I couldn't show my kid Daredevil season 1.
Oh, no.
But I could show my kid Iron Fist.
Yeah.
I couldn't show my kid Luke Cage.
Nope.
And I couldn't show my kid Jessica Jones.
No.
Never. No. And I could not show my kid Daredevil season 2 because of the Punisher stuff. It's
Punisher
so
makes it
violent.
even worse. And Elektra.
But Elektra, smoke show. But I could show my kid Iron Fist, and I feel like they bubblegummed it a little bit.
They toned it down for a little bit.
I mean, there's bloody parts that, like the head being cut off and put on a spike or whatever in the truck, the hammer to the face. But other than that, there's really not a lot. There's a lot of blood, but
Poor
not.
Kyle.
Yeah, but he curls up with him at the end, so it's okay.
Just wanted some
vanilla ice cream, man.
I will never ask for vanilla ice cream again after watching.
Do you guys have vanilla?
Like
I'm fine with vanilla.
You little fucking ingrate, just bashes his head.
It's just ice cream. Oh, poor Kyle.
And he's like, I'm gonna try the organic cornflakes. How is that an ice cream flavor? Organic cornflakes.
Fucking New York, man. Oh no, I don't disagree that the fight edits were rough in parts, but
and some of the plot, like the plots and subplots, there were some things going on that just kind of seemed forced, or they didn't really have a clear idea of what they were gonna do with it.
Well, once they introduced
Bakudo,
the whole show fell apart.
Yeah,
because First of all, you don't know what the Hand is planning. No. And I was rooting for the Hand.
I remember that because I thought I was just kind of dumbfounded because you're like, there's no evidence that shows that these guys are evil.
No, like, there's none. There's none. They have put Gao in prison.
Do you still think that after watching him order Colleen to be butchered and shooting Joy in the stomach?
Okay. His actions at the end don't correlate with what he did up until episode 12.
Okay.
Period. 9, 10, 11, those 3 episodes where Bakudo's in it, they don't correlate with what happens in 12. Period. Okay, what he did in 12 made him a bad guy.
And you're even okay with the fact that he has like spy cameras literally everywhere. Like he has all of New York wired. You're okay with that?
I am a fan of many superheroes that have many spy cameras a lot of different places.
Batman?
Yeah. So I don't see a problem with I'm just saying if he's trying to make the world, as he says, and as Colleen Wing even admits, is that we're just trying to make the world a better place. They don't go out with like there's no plan, there's no like secret layer with an atomic bomb in it, or they're not drilling to the center of the earth like in Daredevil. None of that stuff is going on with the Hand. The bad part of the Hand, the drug dealing part of the Hand was Gao.
Yes.
Bakudo puts Gao in prison.
Well, in their
secret compound in New York City.
Yeah.
Welcomes Danny to this compound.
Uh-huh.
Everyone that's there goes, "Oh my God, I love it. I feel like I'm so welcome. This place is really great." Danny goes, "Oh, are there any places that you guys aren't allowed to go?" And they're like, "Well, there's some back behind you, but, no big deal. We're great. This place is awesome.
Yeah.
The food is amazing." And, even Bakudo is like, "Let me teach you how to recenter your chi." And he goes through like this kata with them, with, the motions and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this is a beautiful place. This is a beautiful scene. This whole introduction of Bakudo, I really dig. He taught him how to use his hand to heal Wing.
Yeah.
And I'm liking it. That part seemed a little rushed. And of course I picked up on the fact that the dudes that broke in through the ceiling were the exact same dudes that came in to move everybody out. And that's why I was like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
Yeah.
Because it was the same fucking people.
They're in the same outfits and the same gear.
Yeah. And so I was rooting for Bakudo for 3 episodes until he shot my Joy in the stomach.
And sentenced Colleen to be butchered.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
That part, yeah, whatever.
That's a little extreme.
Yeah, I know, but yeah.
You didn't fully think, okay, this guy's an asshole until he shot Joy.
Right.
Okay. And I get your argument, but I already knew he was a bad guy, so I didn't.
Well, because you had watched it all before.
I literally sat home. I stayed home sick because I actually was sick. I wasn't faking just to watch the show. But
for anybody at work that might be listening.
But I was actually just sick, and I was laying on the couch with stomach cramps watching the show. I watched the whole thing in one day. I didn't stop till like 1 in the morning. Because I just wanted to know how it ended. Because, the first half of it, you're like, yes! And then I got to a point where I realized it was just kind of declining, and I was like, ugh. And I wanted to stop, but I was like, I just have 2 episodes left, so fuck it. Let's just do this. So I watched the entire show in one day.
Another thing that I've seen complaints about is the ending. And I don't understand what people's problem with the ending is.
Which part about the ending?
I don't know. No one answered my questions whenever I asked that.
That's weird.
I know they're like, the ending sucked. I'm like, what about the ending was kind of neatly packaged.
Yeah, it was fine.
All the heroes, quote-unquote heroes.
Everything was tied up. All the storylines were done, and then it leads, it opens up to more things.
Harold's dead. Bakudo is in the wind. Davos is trying to convince Joy to kill Danny.
Ward is now working with Danny.
Yeah, and Ward is kind of helping.
Ward's actually a nice guy now.
He put a picture of Danny next to his.
Yeah, because he said... Cool. He said, we should run this company together as our father should.
And Danny's like, I'm not a CEO, or whatever he said.
And Ward's like, that's fine, because I am.
Yeah. So, I don't see a problem with that ending. It's kind of a happy ending.
Kind of, until we get to Kunlun and realize it's gone.
Give a fuck.
Well, for you, but I'm just saying, in this world with these characters, they care that Kunlun is gone.
Well, yeah, but is that what people are talking about the ending sucked? Is that they wanted to see like a city of heaven?
I don't know. I don't know what...
Magical city in the Himalayas?
I don't understand what they mean by the end, because there was like 5.
Finn Jones is wall crawling across a Himalayan mountain without his goggles on at 30,000 feet.
Right.
Like, those goggles around on your... Yeah, you might want to put... Yeah, Colleen's got hers on. Just put them on, dude. Just... No, well, I mean, no, you don't want to put them on? Okay.
Well, maybe he's more accustomed to it because he's lived there for 15 years.
I guess. But... going back to the fight edit stuff, I was thinking about that, is that we didn't see those kind of fight edits when Jessica Henwick was... Henwick,
yeah.
When she was fighting. When Colleen Wing was fighting, especially in the cages, you didn't see those kind of face edits, those face cuts.
Do you think it could just be the different directors? Because they had different directors for like every episode.
Right, it could be, or it could be the level of competency with the kung fu that they were taught.
That's
Finn
true.
Jones...
Because if she's more adept at doing martial arts, they would want to actually show all of her.
Which I'm pretty sure for Game of Thrones she had to do some kind of martial arts stuff, especially with the whip.
Yeah, exactly. And Finn Jones, I think Cody said that he only studied for like 2 or 3 months.
Right.
Or he only had time to study 2 or 3 months. So his kung fu would not be as good as hers.
Which makes me wonder how much of that was him.
I think a lot of it was.
You think?
I mean, how many other guys are running around with curly hair like that?
Well, you can perm the shit out of anybody, but...
Fair.
But that's why I'm wondering if they did the face edits to make it feel like it was Finn Jones.
Well, I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it, or rewatch some of the fight scenes and really focus, because I'm pretty sure that was all Finn Jones.
Yeah?
Pretty sure. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to study that long if you're just going to have somebody else do it.
It wasn't that long, though, really.
Still, that's 2-3 months of your life that you could have been doing something else.
How long does it take to become a black belt?
Several years.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Maybe a yellow in 2 or 3 months. But you're not going to be doing fucking
I don't know how long
heel flips and front push kicks and... you're not going to be doing bicycle kicks.
Maybe,
and
but
backhands.
But it's like doing a dance. If you don't know how to dance, if you just choreograph something and you repeat it over and over again, you'll eventually be good at it.
I don't know. I'm just trying to put an idea out there, maybe a theory on why there's so many face edits of Finn Jones fighting and punching air while there's a fight scene going on.
I don't know. I mean, it could very well be just directors, because that elevator scene when the hatchet men try and take Joy,
elevator scene was awesome. But there's lighting that they had in there that made that even better. The red lights.
Yeah.
That made that just intense. And that was the thing, too. Like, I see that scene and I'm like, oh my God, that's bad fucking ass, man. And then the fight scenes in episode 6, of course, with RZA. But that could be RZA's direction as well.
Yeah.
Because against Spider Lady, he didn't do a whole bunch of martial arts.
No, because he was being poisoned.
Right. And then against the dude with the weapons, it was a lot of running through scaffolding. So, if you think about it, there's not a whole lot of martial arts going on there besides...
the Russians.
I thought they were Polish.
I thought they were Russian.
I don't know. But anyway,
that was cool. They did, where they slit their hands and they made a ring of blood, and they're like,
I'm telling you, if there's one, if you don't want to watch this show, at least watch the episode that RZA directed, because it can be independent from all of it. He's trying to save a girl, and that's the whole reason that he's there. And it could be independent from all of it. I mean, it plays in with the rest of the storyline and stuff, but seriously,
you can watch that episode without knowing a lot of the previous.
Without knowing anything,
and being okay.
And it's good.
It's very good.
It's good. So, I don't know. I think if I were to rank them at this point in time, I still put this above Jessica Jones, man. I just have a hard time wrapping my head around it.
I've rewatched Jessica Jones several times, but I mean, I do agree. Like, there's just too much filler in Jessica Jones.
Yeah. And if you're gonna do a superhero show, you gotta.
And sometimes,
I
feel she's overdoing the whole. I'm damaged. Like, yes,
I'm drunk.
I'm
having sex with a guy.
We're very aware that you're damaged. I mean, what you went through would damage anybody, but I don't know. Wasn't my. I feel like it could have just been done better.
I do too.
Better.
Maybe take more time. But anyway, that's Iron Fist, and I'm sure we'll touch on it later a little bit more. But anyway, signing out, giving special thanks to Rock Bottom Comics, Maher, Look us up on Google.
Comic
Book Podcast. I'm James.
I'm Kalen.
We'll see you guys next week.